What's up, guys? Tate here. We're back again with another episode of Just a Lazy Boy. Now today we're going to be talking about, yes, the most controversial man in the world right now, the most talked about man in the world right now, the most controversial and talked about man on all of social media right now. Yes, you clicked on the video, you know who we're talking about, Mr. Andrew Tate himself. Now specifically, we're going to be talking about how he was banned on all social media platforms. I'm talking Twitter, I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, MySpace if they still got it. He's banned on them all. But before we get into that, we need to discuss something real quick, people. We need to sit down, have a quick little talk about this. Andrew Tate, yes, the man that you see on your phone, the man you see on social media every day, the man you see all over the world right now. He is a character. Yes, he is not real. That is not the real Andrew Tate. That is a character he uses to make controversial statements to get bigger and make a shit ton of money. And guess what? That shit is working. We are falling for the trap. Women, the more you post about the controversial things that he says, the bigger he's going to get, the more people are going to see him. And on top of that, he actually says some things that intrigue men and make them feel better about themselves. So he is getting the best of both worlds. You need to understand, there is no such thing as bad publicity at all. There's no such thing as it. So no matter what you do, if you want to help, don't post about it. It's just going to make him more popular. Posting about him is just going to make him more popular. Don't post. Simple as that. If you want to try to do something, do that. But now, you got to ask me the question, right? I know y'all want to ask me the question. Do I agree with everything that he says? No. But who agrees with everything that someone says? We are all going to agree and disagree with things that anybody says. That's just life. No matter who they are, we're going to agree and disagree. So it shouldn't be a crime to agree with something that someone says, no matter who they are. It doesn't matter. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. If they agree with something, then they agree with it. That's it. Depending on what they agree with, obviously, it weighs out the options. But it's still not going to be a crime. We're taking this too far. If a man agrees with something that Andrew Tate says, he shouldn't be penalized and canceled because of it. That's just not how it's supposed to go. You know what? I want you to listen to this. Listen to this quote real quick. I want you to listen to this quote. Do not compare yourself to others. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. That is a hell of a quote. It's self-explanatory. If I look at someone else and I'm like, wow, I want to be just like them. I want to be just like them. They're better than me. That's just insulting yourself. It's a good quote. It's a very good quote, and it's kind of inspirational if you really think about it. Do you know who said that quote? Adolf fucking Hitler. Yes, one of the worst men to ever live. The man who started and killed millions, and you already know, the Holocaust, the whole big thing. One of the worst men to ever live. And then we got people like Camilla Sabalo, or Cabal, however you say her name. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but she looks so sweet and so nice, and she is a sweet and nice person when you see her on social media and everything like that. But she's said to have said racial slurs to her old group. Why is she looked at so good then? You know what I'm saying? You need to understand, we agree and disagree with things that people say and things that people do. Agree and disagree. We're never going to truly 100% disagree or truly 100% agree with anything that anybody says. So we need to stop acting like it. We need to stop canceling people because they agree with somebody. That's not what we should be doing. We should be educating. Like, be smarter, people. Come on. But just because you agree with something that someone says doesn't give people the right to judge your character as a person. It does not give you the right to judge their character. If I agree with something that Andrew Tate says because it relates to me and it makes me feel better about myself, who are you to tell me that I'm a shitty person and I'm a bad moral character because I listened to him and I liked what he said? That's not fair. We got people like, what's her name? The girl on TikTok, I follow, I forgot her name. I follow her. I actually watch her videos and I kind of like some of them because she makes funny jokes and she has a funny character sometimes. But it shouldn't be fair that we're canceling Andrew Tate for saying these things, but a woman like her has her platform blowing up with no controversy whatsoever. It's not fair. You can't pick a side. If you're going to do it to him, you got to do it to her. Even with all the shit, the extra stuff that he's been like said to have done and all this extra thing, even with all of that, we're talking about specifically the things that he says on social media. Specifically the things that he says on social media. If we're going to judge him for those things, we need to judge her for those things. I'm saying not to judge any of them. But if you really want to judge somebody, you need to make it fair. Judge him just like you would judge her. Judge her just like how you judge him. Simple as that. But back to the main topic, I don't think Andrew Tate should have got banned. That's what I just tried to say. I don't think he should have got banned. If people like her get to keep their platform, why can't people like him keep his? It's all opinion based. It's not going to ruin the future generation of kids. It's not going to do that, because if it was like that, then it'll be like that. It's just going to happen. That's just not how it works. Him being who he is, or being that character that he's pretending to be, isn't going to change the next generation and make them to be shitty men. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. So he shouldn't be getting canceled for those little things that he says, because that's just not what it is. So he shouldn't, in my opinion, he shouldn't have gotten banned. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that he says, but I don't think that he should have got banned. If you don't like him, don't watch him. If you like him, do watch him. In my personal opinion, I think some of the shit that he says is funny. Now, I do think that some of the things that he says are kind of ignorant sometimes and kind of controversial, like I said, but that's not going to stop me from watching him. Some of the things he says I like, some of the things he says I don't like. That's just what it is. That is life, people. Him getting banned just shows that a man cannot have an opinion in today's world. Whether that opinion be good, bad, or horrible, he is not allowed to have an opinion. A man in today's world is not allowed to have an opinion, and I think that's unfair. I truly think that's unfair, because if he can't speak out, then nobody can speak out. If Drew Afalo can speak out, then all women can speak out, and it's more empowering. Her keeping her channel makes women feel like better about themselves. So why can't men feel good about themselves when we have a person who's pretty much doing the same thing, even though he doesn't talk shit about women specifically, like say, oh, you're fat and ugly, you're a stupid bitch, all this. He doesn't specifically do things like that, but he makes like little, iffy statements. But it's just not fair. Men aren't allowed to have opinions nowadays. We're truly not allowed to have an opinion. And if we do, things like this happen. You get banned on all social media platforms. I don't think that's fair. I truly don't. Now, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you don't like the video, if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like what he's saying, don't like it. Skip the video. As simple as that. Now, I'm not saying I'm an Andrew Tate follower and I'm a top G and what color is your Bugatti. I don't do all of that. That's a little extra, but that's just kids being kids. Like kids who watch his videos, they're just being stupid. It's all fun. It's just a character. It's a character. They're pretending to be him because he is a character. It's funny, it's stupid, and it's a trend, honestly. It's just a trend. That's all that's happening, because at some point, Andrew Tate's not going to be as big as he is anymore. Everyone goes through their cycles. His cycle is not going to be forever. No one's cycle is going to be forever. It's going to die down. So we just got to move on. Stop trying to cancel all these people. That's what the problem with this world is. Everyone's trying to cancel someone for something. Why? And the people who are fighting against Andrew Tate, like the ones who are fighting against the super bad things, like the things that I'm not 100% too sure about, like I guess you're able to fight for that. But fighting about the little things that he says, they're not fighting because they think that he's wrong. They're not fighting because of that. They're fighting because they don't want to end up like him and get canceled and get banned on all social media platforms. That's all the cancel culture is doing. It's not making people empowered and standing up for what they believe in. No, it's just making everyone scared of getting canceled. That's all it's doing. It's making everyone scared of getting canceled, so they agree with something that they really don't agree with. They're just doing it because they don't want to be next. That's all it's saying. So at the end of the day, at the end of this topic, at the end of this video, all I have to say is I don't think Andrew Tate should have been banned. I think he should come back and go about his merry way, and we just live with it. We live with it till the trend dies. Simple as that. But if you like the video, subscribe, Do what you got. Comment. Do what you got. Share. Do what you got to do. If you didn't like this video, I'm sorry that you didn't like it. Hopefully you like my other ones. Like I said, you agree with things and you disagree with things. If this is one of the things you disagree with, look at my other videos. Maybe you might agree with those things. But as for, excuse me, as for now, that's it for today. I don't think Andrew Tate should have got banned, and simple as that. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.